How fast things change on this peninsula, even if the pattern is all too familiar, and now there seems to be even more of a burden on South Korean President Moon Jae-in's shoulders. The latest shift came on Friday, when US President Donald Trump said he'd cancelled Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's planned trip to North Korea this week, blaming the lack of progress in dismantling the North's nuclear weapons program. I'm Alex Jensen for NK Now. Good to have you with us today. And now, back to that even heavier weight being carried by President Moon. According to a member of Seoul's presidential office yesterday, he'll likely seek to mediate a breakthrough in talks between the US and North Korea. I believe President Moon's role has only become greater, the official said. Importantly, there's no sense in Seoul that anything's changed since the Koreas agreed to hold a third Inter-Korean summit of the year within September. South Korea's foreign ministry insists it is important to think long-term, not attaching meaning to every change in the situation. But in a sense, this setback over Pompeo's visit, which might have paved the way for inter-Korean progress, also provides a clear target for President Moon. In other words, he can now focus on getting the US and North Korea back on the dialogue track, which is more doable in itself than getting them to see eye to eye on denuclearization. And until that happens, it's hard to see whether Seoul can make progress with Pyongyang on some ambitious economic cooperation projects. Of course, we're also hoping for humanitarian gains, like more family reunions going beyond what we saw last week. But in fact, this situation may feel quite familiar to President Moon. Back in late May, President Trump cancelled his summit with Chairman Kim Jong-un, but the latter then met with President Moon, and we had that US-North Korea summit in Singapore on June 12th. It is just one of several occasions when the South Korean leader has been hailed as a mediator. Although we shouldn't ignore some of the other angles. The US didn't want Pompeo to return from Pyongyang empty-handed, and it may have gained some leverage by cancelling his trip. North Korea should know by now how seriously Washington takes denuclearization before offering benefits in return. There's also the very important China dimension. President Trump himself provided that clue when he said, "Secretary Pompeo looks forward to going to North Korea in the near future, most likely after our trading relationship with China is resolved." And now there's even more pressure on China too to resolve its trade dispute with the US, so much so that it raises doubts over whether Chinese leader Xi Jinping will go to North Korea as reported next month. Naturally, we wonder how North Korea's Chairman Kim will be responding to all this. We know Pyongyang's state-run media accused the US yesterday of hatching a criminal plot and double-dealing, albeit over an alleged secret military drill. For now, we just have President Trump's words as follows. In the meantime, I would like to send my warmest regards and respect to Chairman Kim. I look forward to seeing him soon.